Shit, there's a lot of things to say.
There are a lot of things.
Yeah, it's Star Wars week. My parents were watching episode 3. My parents were watching episode 3 last night, and what was so crazy is like that movie. In 5th grade, I thought that was going to be the movie event of my lifetime, and like I held on to that for a long time, and like it's still one of my favorites. But like since 7, episode 7.
Star Wars Day.
It's a what?
Star Wars Day.
It's a what? Oh, yeah. In my mind, I've kind of started to think of it as the Band-Aid, the ripping Band-Aid metaphor.
Oh,
But it is what it is, you know. It's Star Wars. Thanks Disney. Thanks Kathleen Kennedy. Thanks Bob. What is it? Iger. Thanks Bob. Thanks Ryan Johnson. I'm stoked. I'm stoked for this epic conclusion to the Skywalker fucking saga. I cannot wait. You know. That's probably sad.
any other thoughts about going into this movie?
Nah.
What's up, guys? Star Wars Week, round 2. Last time we did it was The Force Awakens 4 years ago. I can't believe it's been that long. Now listen, it's a little bit different this time. Star Wars Week, we had a saying, and it was, Star Wars Week, anything can happen. And that may be true this time, but it might not be that accurate, because this week has been pretty chill. Nothing crazy. And honestly, that's fine, because that's how it is these days. We're older, we're out of college, kinda.
I don't know, Adrian. Crazy things have been happening. It's
To you?
impeachment. Yeah.
Holy shit!
Anything can
What
happen.
am I
in Star
saying?
Wars
Anything
week.
can happen! The Trump impeachment happened last night! Whoa!
Merry impeachment.
Merry impeachment, guys. Okay, one thing happened. I'm saying
That's pretty
in our
crazy.
personal lives, it's been pretty chill. But then again, it is Star Wars Day. So maybe it's all going to happen right now, today.
I hope
Hopefully
not.
we get to the theater, everything goes fine. I'm nervous, I have anxiety, because instead of being anxious about the world and the way it's going, I'm worried about Star Wars and the way it's going. But we're here, we made it, it's Star Wars Day.
And anything can happen.
I guess.
Do you want
All right, we got Parker on deck with snacks.
Holy shit.
Hella treats and sweets. What you get, Parker? Show us.
okay, so we got some nerds. We have 2 really old suckers from Halloween. We got peanut M&Ms, we got Sour Patch Kids, Milk Duds, more Sour Patch Kids, Junior Mints, and Nerds.
Okay, we are stacked up.
We're-
I call it peanut M&Ms.
I call it peanut
because
M&Ms.
I gotta put M&Ms in my popcorn, you know, Mr. Robot style. Gets kind of melty, delicious. It is not gross.
I don't want to try that.
Okay, well, you don't have to.
I won't.
I was hoping we were gonna see you get into a wreck on the way here, because we were right behind you.
Unfortunately. Here we go. Get that shit out of my face.
It's still really fucking slow. It was
It is a lot to be
as
processed.
good as the Phantom Menace.
First thoughts.
I enjoyed most of it, I would say.
Don't listen to him. It's beautiful. It's stank.
Mid-tier.
Mid-tier. Yeah, I'd say it's mid-tier.
I'd say it's a lot to process, so I can't.
It is pretty much a lot
Lots of
to-
lightsabers. I liked it. It was good.
I liked it.
I honestly loved it.
I thought it was sweet.
I really enjoyed it.
And then Samantha being herself.
I feel like the appropriate amount of homages. The appropriate amount.
They could
have shoehorned a lot more.
but they didn't. It's too loud.
You bring Q-tips to the movie?
Yeah, there you go.
What?
What's up? Is it clean?
We just talk about how just iconic Ink Dermot is. Just like genuinely.
Disgusting shit. You ready? You ready?
Oh my god.
I'm ready.
Oh, what the fuck, dude? Oh my god.
Which camera is it?
I don't
It's
know.
all of them?
Right there. That's it. That's
you
oh, god, dude. That's horrifying.
any point did anybody at Disney sit down with like a fucking sketch pad and have a rough idea of what was gonna happen throughout those fucking movies, and that infuriates me.
It's a week after The Rise of Skywalker came out. I need some final thoughts.
You know, I'm not trying to be a Debbie fucking Downer or anything like that. I'm not trying to be Mr. Cynic or anything. But Disney paid $4 fucking billion for Lucasfilm, and they're like, all right, we're gonna crank out some new Star Wars flicks. We're gonna boot up that old Skywalker trilogy again. And no, the dumbest of fucks cannot stand here, having watched those 3 movies, and tell me in all seriousness that yes, when Force Awakens came out, they had a definite, not even definite, just rough idea of what was going to happen with those following 2 movies. How, the arc of a trilogy is going to flesh itself out and actually make narrative sense and actually result in an emotionally satisfying conclusion, middle and beginning. And and there's so much like large scale dumb shit that I'm just overwhelmed with. It's like I was saying, I don't even have time to address the fact that it's like, oh, this multi-galactic malevolent like military organization just has floating around the universe these little fucking coins that any dumb fuck can throw onto their ship, and it's just like, okay, we can board this military grade vessel and we're good to go. We're good to go. And I can't.
The best part is juxtaposing this to the episode 7 pre-video where you're like, episode 7. It's like so cynical now.
It is, and I feel grateful because after The Last Jedi, I completely detached fucking emotionally from these new Star Wars movies. So it doesn't hit me quite as hard as it would. I suffered my Star Wars depression after The Last Jedi came out. When that movie came out, it took, because I saw it twice in theaters, and there were a few weeks of like, oh, it's Star Wars and it's different or whatever. But a few weeks after it came out, it actually started to gestate in my mind, and I actually had to confront what it was that I'd witnessed in those movie theaters. And not everybody feels this way, and I think that's fine. People have demonstrated their valid takes on The Last Jedi, that it's something other than, like, I can't say it's fucking trash, because it's not a bad
Would you consider it
movie.
Less contrived than The Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah! Because it's like, they tried to do something new, and they tried to make it artful, and they tried to incorporate some cool shit, but it's like at every fucking turn, it was just done stupidly, and it kind of shits on the nature of the whole franchise, in my humble
But
opinion.
that's the best part, is that it's fan fiction, at least to me.
Yeah.
It's fan fiction. Everything after episode 1 through 6 is fan fiction now.
Star Wars is 1 through 6 and the Clone Wars. And, I haven't seen Rebels.
Rebels, yes.
Yeah.
And I'd say Mandalorian too. Even though it's after episode 6, it's just enough after episode 6 that it's not intrusive.
I can't speak on that, but
It's
compartmentalize the trilogies, the true true trilogies are prequel and sequel, then the 2 respective Clone Wars series, and then can't speak on Rebels, but I've heard it's alright. And then Mandalorian's supposed to be not trash. I'm not gonna watch it just because I'm not really trying to watch much more Disney Star Wars or Star Wars.
Yeah, but it's got Dave Filoni. That's our boy.
Yeah,
And it's closer to like the original trilogy than any of these new movies are.
I'm inclined to believe
That's
you.
fine.
And I'm
maybe
not,
just,
I'm not ruling out going and
take a
watching
break from all of this shit, and then maybe down the line come to it.
Yep. Yeah.
But,
So I'm thinking that. Yeah. Sequel trilogy is invalid, and Disney
I think
can eat my ass.
it's fine. It's like it's just as Star Wars to me as the books, like the Thrawn trilogy.
No,
and shit,
yeah,
where,
no,
like-
it's fine for like non-critically thinking adults or children like under the age of 16. Like that's
sure, it's yeah.
that's fine. But like me as somebody that loves Star Wars and can actually think things through critically to a sound logical conclusion. And I'm not even trying to be an asshole. I'm just taking a hard objective look at this trilogy of films that I've wrapped up. And yeah, all right. Yeah.
All right, so podcast coming soon. Fuller thoughts coming soon. I mean, to be fair, for what it is, it's a fun movie, but it's so fucking stupid.
That movie sucked.
Oh, look, it's the 20s.
That's a good one. Which one?
That's not gonna get old. Listen to that.
Oh, God.
Swing, just exactly what I wanted.
No, we can't bring back Electric Swing. Why?
Because it's the 20s. It's the freaking roaring 20s.
Okay, give me a quick overall thoughts of Rise of Skywalker after the point.
First time I watched it, I loved it. It was very fun. Very fun to watch. Second time I watched it, I fell asleep, as I am wont to do. And I just was aware of so many more like plot holes.
It starts unraveling,
and it just doesn't hold up. And then it's like, what is anyone even trying to do? There's no cohesive vision for the sequel trilogy, and it's like, what are these movies trying to do? And the answer isn't clear, and that upsets me. But I will say, I had a great time. It's very fun. I still love it.
It's a stupid movie, but it's fun.
Yeah,
that's my overall plot.
It could be worse. It's not. I wouldn't even say it's a stupid movie. I'd say I have problems with it, but I still really enjoyed it.
I think there's hacky writing with shitty plot devices, like the Empire coin that'll get you anywhere. Me and Sumner already talked about this. Or the knife that you hold over the Death Star, and it's like, oh, that's where it is. That is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in any Star Wars. Okay, well, any other than the Phantom Menace.
Oh, I thought that was pretty cool.
I mean, that's fine. I just think it's too convenient, and I think you have to suspend your disbelief more than any of the other movies.
Yeah, but if you can do that, you're gonna have a good time.
We've been through this. I like The Last Jedi. I like all of the decisions that were made, but there are definite problems. And I think Rian Johnson should have, instead of making the exact movie they wanted to make it a little bit more line up with The Force Awakens. I'm not done. So wait, Palpatine came back for like about 48 hours, and then explain to me, he said he was going to, if he was struck down by Rey, he would just he would like go, like he would fly out of his spirit or whatever, fly under.
Like, if that was the case, why wouldn't have he just gotten Kylo Ren to do the same thing? Because Kylo Ren was trying to kill him too, and
Kylo Ren's powerful, and like. So does she absorb all the powers of the Jedi, and like? Cause
he said his spirit would have like possessed her or something.
I know, but like he gets killed anyway. So what stopped him from coming back after that? Is it because of all the Jedi were like gave her their strength or something, or I'm just having trouble?
There's no sense to be made here. The questions you're asking, there's no answer that's gonna make you satisfied.
I want to figure it out. I'm a desperate man.
I'm a desperate guy.